Alrighty, guys, All Facts Media here. My name is Aaron Robinson, joined, as always, by my twin brother, Andrew Robinson. Today, we're also joined by Monmouth sophomore guard, Donovan Toatley. Donovan, thanks for coming on with us today, man.
Thanks for having me.
No problem at all, man. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Obviously, you're a transfer from Chattanooga. You sat out last year at Monmouth. So, you're in your freshman season at Chattanooga, you were able to, we're second on the team in scoring, first in assists. What are you looking to bring to this Monmouth team here coming into your sophomore season?
Just the same type of energy and enthusiasm and just the toughness and grit that I feel like that'll put our team over the top. And I mean, everybody in the country know I can score. So I mean, I'm not worried about that. I just gotta make sure my teammates and my guys are happy from Deion all the way to the last coach on the end of the bench. Just making sure we all stay united through whatever this year brings for us.
Yep. Now, what do you expect your role to be this season? Obviously, coming off a sit-out year, you obviously able to practice and kind of get used to the system, the plays, and everything. What do you think your role will be this season now that you're back on the court?
My role will definitely be just one based solely on leadership and doing whatever it takes to win. I mean, I know I could do certain stuff. Everybody knows I have certain aspects of my game that can't too many people do. But I'm a win first guy, so I do whatever it takes for my team to get the dub, and whether that means scoring 50 or taking 50 charges or diving on the floor 50 times, whatever it takes, I'm willing to do that. So just being a winner.
And we spoke to King Rice the other day, as well as Deion, and they both spoke to your knack as a scorer. What is it about your game that makes you, so hard to guard? Obviously, the freshman you averaged, 11 a game at Chattanooga. So, what do you think makes you such a prolific scorer?
I definitely feel like it's my speed, my strength, me being able to dribble as well as I can, and just the pure confidence to know that can't nobody in the world stop me from doing whatever I want to do on the basketball court. I feel like that's where my scoring ability really stems from, just having a pure confidence in myself that I know there ain't too many people, healthy or not, that can check me one-on-one. So.
Yes, sir. Now, they also spoke to, how you have to kind of continue to develop your ability to get your teammates involved. You have the ability to pass, but just more so from a top selection standpoint, things like that. Kind of what are you doing to kind of work on that aspect of your game just so you can find that balance?
Definitely, I've been watching a lot more film, trying to nitpick the coach's brains and just get used to picking my spots because, like King tells me all the time, when you're one of the people who can go get a basket, you got to make sure you can get everybody else a basket. And so that's been one of my kind of learning curves over this process of getting ready for the season because I never had a coach to kind of give me the free range to just go and be myself. I always kind of been kind of put on a leash to a certain extent. So this is definitely a different learning experience for me and just learning how to pick my spots and clock management throughout the game because, I mean, I could score right now or I could score 2 minutes later from right now. So, I mean, it's just all about playing with pace and poise.
Obviously, you're going to be joining a guy such as Deion Hammond in the backcourt who was picked first team All-MAC. What are you looking forward to bring to the backcourt playing with Deion? And what are you looking forward to kind of playing off him this year?
We definitely going to bring a lot of excitement and energy and toughness just how we did when we was teammates at Riverdale. We know each other's spots well and each other's tendencies, and it's going to be real fun to watch to see us back on the court together. And we have great chemistry. We know, like I said, we know each other's spots and where and how we like the ball and what we like to do. So it'll be real interesting to see how the rest of the country try to stop us.
Sure. Now, obviously, you mentioned, you guys' time back at Riverdale. You guys both DMV guys. Kind of what does it mean for you guys to be playing on this level together, representing the area?
It's a blessing. It's amazing to think that two guys from the same high school, top two on the scoring list, won a championship together. There's so much other stuff together. It's back on the same team, the same backcourt. It's crazy to think, but it's a testament to our journey and how close we are together about what we want to do when it comes to this basketball thing.
Now, last year during your sit-out season, what were you trying to work on last year to prepare yourself for this year going forward?
My main thing I was working on was just kind of passing and working on my floaters, my mid-range game, perfecting that, and really just kind of fine-tuning everything I already had in my bag. I mean, I got a lot of twos in my toolkit. I just never really got to show them before. So I just used all last year to prepare mentally to get used to the grind of a long season, and pretty much investing in my body, stretching more, going to the training room a lot more. Because I mean, basketball is definitely a on the court game, but if you don't do what you got to do off the court, you ain't gonna survive long. So I was definitely using last year as just a building block to what I am now.
Yes, sir. Now you spoke to the grind of the season. I think this season has been so far. I mean, probably the biggest grind of them all as far as COVID-19, being in and out of practice. What has that been like this far for you guys from a player standpoint? Kind of not being able to kind of get that rhythm this far when your season is a week away.
Yeah, it's definitely tough being able to have practice and then not knowing whether you're gonna be able to have the practice the next day or the next week, and just you gotta be ready for whatever comes and is being thrown at you. So I think we handled it extremely well as a group. We had some bumps in the road, but we got it together, and it's bringing us a lot closer than people would actually think. Being able to having to count on your brother to really like just keep the season going and keep it alive it's a responsibility that you got to take on your shoulders like a man, and you can't shy away from it because at any point this thing can stop. So with everybody taking that and being accountable for that, it brings us closer together as a unit.
Yeah. Now, obviously, you played in the SoCon with Wolford and ETSU and so many other great schools. What do you think playing that conference and having so much success as a freshman in that conference helped you to prepare for the MAC?
Yeah, me, but definitely, I feel like I was definitely top 2, top 3 freshmen in that conference, or really any place I played. So I think me being able to play when I did in that conference with the talent that was surrounding that conference, such as guards like Josh Sharkey and Fletcher McGee and people like that, I definitely think I was able to hold my own and show that I belong on this stage and just show what I'm capable of. And I think with the learning experiences I had from that conference and bringing that over to the MAC, I mean, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I know I'm going to do damage.
So, I mean, speaking on that, what are your goals for this season coming into your second year back on the court, in a new conference? What are some goals for yourself for this season?
I definitely have some personal accolades that I want to achieve for myself, but most importantly, I just want to make sure that everybody on my team has a great season and has a fun time as long as we can play and that we win a championship. That's the main goal. It don't mean nothing without diamonds. So as long as we get there and we can show that we one of the best teams in the country, because I firmly believe it. I know we got some of the best talent to lace up their shoes. So as long as we can get a championship, make it to the MAC tournament, and just put the world on notice to what Monmouth can do and what Monmouth is, I mean, that's all I could really ask for.
Now, you guys are scheduled to play Hofstra in about a week. How do you think you guys are looking? Do you feel like that you guys are ready to play? Obviously, you guys have been stopped, twice now for COVID. Just got back on the court. A lot of teams in the MAC aren't practicing right now because of COVID. How do you think that's going to affect you guys going into your first game about a week from today?
I actually think we're going to be more than fine. Everybody was kind of staying active through our kind of shutdowns and pauses. And when we go to practice is amazing. It's high energy. Everybody knows what the task at hand is. So there's no lollygag and there's no lackadaisical nature within practice, and everybody understands what we're trying to accomplish and how important it is to go hard every day to keep up our physical health and our mental sharpness in order to play this game, because you can't just go out there and expect to win. You got to do the necessary preparation in order to get what you want. So I think we're doing a great job of that, from the players to the coaching staff to the training room to everybody involved. So I know we're going to be fine next week.
Now, me and my brother being D&D guys, I mean, we've been able to kind of sit and watch you grow. I remember actually being in the gym with you when you were a young kid back when you played with DCSO, man. You've been a guy that's been in the spotlight for a while, man, obviously since you were a young kid. Let's talk about that journey, coming from, when you were a little kid, on YouTube, and you were this, prodigy, obviously up now through college now where you're playing on the D1 level.
Yeah, my journey has definitely been a one. It's definitely been a story to tell. Just being in front of the limelight since I was 6. Everybody like having that target put on your back at such an early age, and then I mean, there's a lot of people who thought I wasn't even gonna play middle school basketball or high school basketball. I heard it all from when I was younger. So to get to this point and do what I'm doing now is just a testament to God and the talent He blessed me with, and how hard I work in order to perfect my craft, and just the grit and the will to never stop at this. Because I mean, it's a lot of people who thought I wasn't even gonna be able to play college basketball. So I just think that through my trials and tribulations, I embraced the flavor that was brought to my story. Because don't nobody want no bland story. Don't nobody. If my story was there like everybody else's, it wouldn't be nothing to tell. So I'm prideful of my story. I love my story.
Now, what was your recruiting process like when you left Chattanooga? You know, what made you want to call Monmouth home? You know, what schools contacted you, and then what eventually made you, want to come play for King Rice and for Monmouth?
It was some schools like Jacksonville State, Wagner. It was a couple. Robert Morris had reached back out to me. Uh, I think South Illinois. It was a couple schools like that. But the thing that separated Monmouth away, like that was the difference maker between them and everybody else, was the family feeling I actually got when I was here. Like there's a lot of people who say that when they commit to a school, be like, oh, I feel like I'm part of home and this and that. Everybody knows that feeling. But when I was here with King Rice and Jamal Meeks and every coach here and everybody, even the team before I even knew him, I felt like I had known them for years, and I felt like this was definitely a place I could grow, and that they were genuine people away from basketball, aside from basketball, that you don't really find that too often in the industry that we're in. It's hard to find genuine people that care about your well-being, despite what you can do for them on the court. And so when I recognized that, I fell in love with the school. It's a beautiful campus. It's in a beautiful area. And it's just, I knew it was somewhere that I could excel as a man rather than just a basketball player.
Now, so you guys are returning to Maryland this year, hopefully, to play the Terps in College Park. Kind of what are you looking forward to and coming back home? And though it won't be any fans, but being able to kind of play back in Maryland.
Oh man, I've been waiting on this moment ever since I was 5. I've been waiting on this. I know that with everything going on, we might not have too much of the season left to go, but I mean, this my championship. This my March Madness Final Four game. So I've been dreaming of this moment, and I always know whenever opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna take the moment. So I can't wait to get out on that court. I can't wait to be back home. Even though it's not gonna be fans there, I know that. I mean, I always put on a show. I'll never disappoint. So I can't wait.
Now, to Monmouth fans that haven't seen you play, they didn't get to watch you play at Chattanooga. Kind of describe your game, describe how you play, and describe what they can look forward to seeing you on the court this year.
You definitely gonna see the fight and the will of a warrior. Somebody that's never gonna quit until the last buzzer sounds, and might even still playing when they try to take the ball and do handshakes. Somebody that's going to bring energy and I mean, I got, like I said, I got a lot of stuff in my bag. So, and I've been out for a year, so it ain't no more holding back. I'm gonna show everything I'm capable of, and just somebody that's willing to do whatever for the group and for the team, and to make whatever that needs to be done happen, and just bring a fun environment to the game. Because at the end of the day, I know it's people that ain't seen me play, and I want to put on my best for them. I want them to leave the gym, leave the game, go back upstairs in their room after watching me play, feeling inspired that they could do whatever they want in this world. So that's what they should expect from Donovan Toatley.
Now, obviously, me and my brother, we played at Quinnipiac for 4 years, so we were able to play against the last, small point guard to play at Monmouth for Justin Robinson. Obviously, you're kind of the next in line of those, kind of smaller point guards, but very electric. Have you heard any comparisons to Justin Robinson? Have you had a chance to meet him or play against him or anything like that? And if so, I mean, kind of, this is like kind of what is it like for you to kind of be that next in line?
Oh yeah, that's definitely big bro. That's my big homie. He's Justin a cool dude. We talk. I try to learn from him as much as I can when he's around, or like I text him here and there. to get advice from him. He was one of the reasons that I also came to Monmouth because I remember I didn't really know too much about the school, but I knew him. And so seeing what he did and seeing how the impact he had on the game and how King and him connected, it was just another reason why I chose Monmouth. And him being him and seeing what he did, it only gave me even more confidence in myself to know that I could take over this league if I wanted to. And that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's definitely big, bro. And I appreciate everything he do for me.
My last question for you. I know there's anything else that Andrew wanted to ask. Thank you for joining us today, man. If you're gonna be tuning in, watching y'all, man, you and Deion and the rest of y'all mob do y'all thing. So best of luck, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No problem, man.
All right.